Hello guys, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play series, Season 2. Had a bit of a creeper explosion which has taken out part of my field and also made a massive nice hole, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to have to just sort that out quickly. And also refix that fence. I don't want no mobs going all over my crops. Lucky enough we've still got the gate intact, so it's not too much of an issue. Yeah. Not really been doing too much in this episode. Just been doing some planting, well, not planting. Well, doing a bit of farming. Been down to the reeds by the river, collecting some of them. But nothing really too much fancy. This episode we do want to get into. Well, I do want to get into what we call a daylight sensor. Now, this is more or less new to Minecraft. It's been in since 1.5, and we need a few bits of materials. Let's have a look. We're going to need that. We need some quartz, which I do have left. We also need some glass and some slabs. Now, we have to use these. Now, these daylight sensors are quite... I'm going to say it's really... They're interesting the way they work. I'll try and explain it best I can. I'm not 200% sure myself on them, because I've never really used them before. But I've done a few bits of testing, and hopefully everything's right now. I've also been cooking some stone, which we're going to be needing a bit later. So just put these into stone brick for now. I'm just going to... Well, no, we'll keep them on me for now. Everything else can just go back into there. We can leave the quartz in there. Ooh, we need some redstone actually. And some glowstone. I think that should be enough. Redstone glass, yeah. Still the meat. I do need some wood. Take these torches. Or sticks. Right, so the way daylight sensors work is usually go with what it says by the name there. They detect daylight. So basically what it does, if it's daytime, which it is now, it will actually send out a redstone signal. Now, the length of that the base of the redstone is basically Minecraft's power to activate certain blocks. So you can use it to activate anything that can open. So you get your fences, you get your doors, you get your hatches. You know, buttons give off one, redstone signals. You got levers as well to give them off. And you can use them to activate a few different variety of objects to make cool little devices and areas you can actually use. Now, the way this daylight sensor works is it detects light. So if it's midday, it's going to be sending out the strongest signal because it's obviously the strongest part of the day, sunlight-wise. So it's going to send out, I think it's about 15-16 blocks of redstone power. So as you can see here, it starts fading off. It's really strong up here, but then it starts fading off bit by bit. And now as that sun, because it's past midday and it's starting to slowly descend, it's going to weaken more and more, then you're going to see less and less power. So this block here will actually not be able to get redstone signal after a time period. And, well, I'll come back and show you, but that's basically the whole idea of it. Now, the reason I want to use these daylight sensors is more for... I want to be able to use it to automatically control lights. Now, the downside to this is this only detects daylight. It doesn't detect nighttime. So what I'm going to have to try and do is try and figure out some system to actually be able to power on some redstone. Now, could have used a crafting table actually, but we'll just go and use this one over here. Now, the item I want to use to provide light is not torches, because you can't really do torches, it is called glowstone. Now what you can do is just put some glowstone like this, make some glowstone blocks, and just to give you an idea, if you make a glowstone block and then put it on the ground, so we'll just do that for a second, and then break it, just ignore that because that's a half slab, and then break it, you won't get back normally as much as you actually used to craft it in the first place. So you've got to be really careful on, you know, how you actually use them. Now we're going to put these in here, and we're going to make 5, no, we'll make 10 basically redstone lamps. Now what these do is you can turn them on and off with redstone signals. So if I got some levers, which I have here, let me out the door, what we can do, if we just put this down and hit redstone signal, it's going to turn it on. So what this does is provides, I believe it's equivalent to the same amount of light as a torch provides, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Ooh, actually I've come back over here quickly. As you noticed, when we last checked a few minutes ago, the light, or the redstone signal reaching all the way up to this block here, but now it's only reaching here. So as you can see, slowly but surely the redstone signal's getting a bit weaker. As again, you've did this block as well as this finished. Another way you can actually use these for is if you want, say in adventure maps, if you want a specific door to open at a specific time of day, then this is the way you can do it, by having a redstone signal so far away from the daylight sensor to actually activate a door, which would be kind of neat. But anywho, going back to the redstone lamp, you can actually pick these back up again if you use a pick. I believe it's any kind of pick. I don't think it works. I don't know if it works with hand. I don't really want to try it just in case I lose one. So the idea is I want to use this for is actually making a little nifty lamp. Now I was trying to think of the best way to actually come up on this. If you've watched my series 1 of my Let's Play series on this vanilla, then you may have seen me do one way before, which was just basically using pistons to push up a... I think it was pistons. Did I use pistons? I think I used pistons basically to push up a redstone lamp, and there were basically a redstone signal coming from behind of it, and it turned it on. Now I'm going to try and switch from that, especially with daylight sensors, because I didn't really have access to them. Because 1.5 came out really right near the end of my series for that. But what I'm wanting to do is have a system like this, and I'll show you. Now redstone torches, all just to point it out, actually give off a redstone signal. So if you put anything on it or nearby, it'll actually give off a redstone signal. So it actually provides power to any redstone that you have nearby. So if we actually just put this down, as you can see, it provides a nice bit of redstone. Anyway, so what I wanted to do is put... I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So what I want to do is do this. Now the cool thing with these half steps, well these stairs, is they actually all connect now, which is kind of cool. So you get these corner stairs. And what I want to do is put a redstone torch in the middle here, and then a lamp on top. Now this will be always on for now, which, you know, I can't really complain about. One way I was going to do it is to have the redstone torch sunk into the ground, and then have the torch like that. But I think the nice little stairs up to the torch looks a bit better, so that's what I'm going to be sticking with. So, as you can see now, the signal has gone all the way down to this small block here, so it's almost off, because it's more or less night time now. It's evening, and you can tell there's one last block, and then there's no signal. Now what I'm going to do is have redstone go underneath all underground and actually powering this. Now this is going to take a bit of time, and I probably won't show it on camera, me actually digging all the ground up and setting the redstone, but basically it's going to be like one massive line of redstone probably going underneath this floor here. And I'm just going to have redstone, well, I'm going to have redstone wire going all the way under, or redstone, whatever you want to call it, dust, just going all underground, and just lighting all these on. Now it's going to be kind of hard to actually do it over this side, just for the fact of there's this water in the way, and I'd have to go right deep down underneath the water and actually come across, so I'll see what I can do to figure that out. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, I'm just trying to figure out best place, because the way that design is, it's 3x3 with a redstone lamp on in the middle. But fortunately I don't really have many places I can actually do that. Now I think I'm going to do another one here as well, just to add it up. Now I don't have enough stone brick. Well I do, but I don't have enough for the stairs. Let's make some more. Ow. Ow. With it. Hey! You know what, I'm just going to go to sleep quickly. So I don't get attacked by these damn skeletons all the time. Or any mobs for that fact. Right, so he's going to start burning now. Yep, I'm just going to hit you now. There you go, you can die. Anyway, where were we? So we're back to this point. So we're just going to put this around. So this is where the lamp's going to be, and we're going to have another redstone torch and then a lamp on top. And this is what I'm going to do more or less all the way around, just to provide some light, and I can get rid of some of these torches. Now, I'm going to try and space them out as much as I can. I don't want them all to be in the same area. So it's just going to be spaced out a bit more. Now, if I think these look a bit ugly, I might try and change the design of each one, depending on the area. But I think that's going to be a nice little design for now. And probably put another one here, I'm thinking. May have to move this tree and have one about here. Yeah, well, we'll remove this tree. I'm just trying to make the area a bit more decorative, but it's kind of in the way here, so get these logs up and put the dirt back down, and then we can build a contraption again. So, like so. There we go. And then again, we'd have another redstone torch in there, and the redstone lamp. I can't put one down at the moment, just for the fact of I don't have any more redstone torches. But yeah, I think this looks kind of neat. I hope you do like the idea. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, and I think I might put one here on this side. I'm trying to think of a good place to put all these. Yeah, looks alright. And then another one's going to go here. And let's see what else. We've got 4 at the moment. And I think 4's enough for now. Now, I will expand this down the line as well when it comes to it. So, I will be adding on. And I'm probably going to put a separate daylight sensor on the opposite side of the bank to actually be able to light up that area as well. Because I do want to expand further on with some more different animal pens and that as well. But for now, I'll be back in a few minutes when I've got this all set up and redstoned, and I'll actually show you that as well when I'm finished, to show you the little tunnel work and that. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, there's that done. And I'll show you how it works. Well, it doesn't work exactly yet. I've got the wiring set up, so it actually turns on and off the lights when they get supplied with redstone signal. But I'm going to leave this part using these you know, daylight sensor. Finally got it out of my mouth. To actually power it. So what it works is you got some redstone linking this one up. You got this main redstone line going underneath all here, underneath the walkway. It splits off into 2 directions, so you get this way, and then you've got this linked up here, so it goes round, comes underneath, and with it going underneath this redstone block, it'll turn this torch off, and then this light will go off. That's when it's supplied with power, and that's be in the day. Then we go back through, and back round to this one. This one's also powered and supplied. I will be cleaning this up, I won't be leaving holes everywhere. Bit of a messy job. And then obviously that one down there as well, that's done. Now, that's all good, the wiring, but we do have a problem with the redstone signal. Unfortunately, it will not travel that many blocks. I think the maximum redstone signal can travel on its own at full power is about 16 blocks. So we're actually going to need some of an item which I'm going to start making up now. Do I also have some wood? I do. We need plenty of these sticks. I've got nowhere to put them, so I'm just going to get rid of you. And we need some redstone torches, so we're going to put these like that, get 8 redstone torches, we'll get 10 now. Split them up like this. I've been cooking up some stone for a reason. Put that there. So redstone either side, you've got your stone at the bottom and then your redstone in the middle, and that gets us a redstone repeater. Now what this does, it acts as a redstone layer, and also a strengthener. If it hasn't changed, that is, since I've last done it. So say we're going to have the main power coming in from like this direction over here. Then what we want to do is have one of these capacitors, or not capacitors, that's another item actually, what I don't actually use, a redstone repeater, and you want to put it about here. Now what this will do is it will basically strengthen up the power of a signal. So basically let it travel another 15-16 blocks. So if I put that there, and put a lever there, what it'll do, it just basically amplify the signal, so it'll actually reach distance. So if we go all the way this way, and we'll find out where this actually stops. So the signal can reach to here. So we want to put down a capacitor or redstone repeater here, and then what it'll do, just amplify the signal, and then we can actually sing the signal down even further, and then we can find out again where it stops. So again here, do it the same, and I'm going to need some more. But what it's going to do is just be able to send a signal all the way up and be able to turn this off. So this reaches here. Okay. It doesn't reach that one because this capacitor, this redstone repeater doesn't actually. The left click does actually break it in one hit, which is kind of neat. That repeater's not actually affecting this line here. It's actually this one here. So this one goes all the way and goes to about here. So I'm probably going to put another one somewhere about here. So break that line, and then we might need another one down the line here. I'll actually just put that there. We'll see how that works. Yeah, we'll leave that one running, and then all we need to do is just put another one there. So we just need another 2 more. There's the 2 we need. And luckily enough I cooked up just enough stone to actually be able to do this with 1 spare over. So where did I say? 1 there and 1 here. And this will actually turn off all the lights now. It should do. There we go. See? It worked like a charm. Now all I need to do is just clear all this mess up that I've made. I'm probably going to have to put a block or something along here, just for the fact of this is going to be showing, unfortunately. There's no I can do about that. Maybe another design method I could have used, but this was the simplest one I could use because I'm not too familiar with redstone. I've never been familiar with it, and yeah, simply about it, to be honest. So I really do need to clean all this up. There's plenty of mess everywhere, but at least they're all working now. So now I can turn off this lever, and when it comes now to actually using the now we just need to figure out how to use the daylight sensor. So this is going to be interesting. Now I don't want this to be... Oh, my inventory is absolutely full of stuff. Get rid of you. We don't need you. Let's get all this redstone back up. Now, I don't want this daylight sensor to be in a too obvious place. Just for the reason of... I want it to be high up, but not so... Well, it's kind of thing. I don't want it to be blatantly obvious out in the open, a daylight sensor like slap right here and supplying power, because obviously you can see the redstone power coming off it. And I don't know, I think it looks horrible, so I actually want to make a tower. Now I'm thinking of putting one about here. And I've just lost my axe, that's just about right. Now, it's actually trying to figure out how to do this properly, because I want it to be at the top of the tower, but I've got to get the redstone signal all the way down, which is kind of a bit hard, but I've got to try and figure out a system to actually be able to do that. I do think there is one, but I actually need some more redstone. Actually, no, do that. Do that. That. There it is, sapling, because we don't need it, it's in my way. The idea is, and I think I can use dirt to explain it, you can also use this kind of system of, we just do this, do that. It's interesting the way this system works. You've got if you put redstone on top of redstone on top of redstone, it seems like one side that's facing a certain direction actually has the redstone off, and then the other one facing the other direction has it on. So if I did the opposite way, this, and did it like so, did that, and then that, basically it seems like you can't have it any other direction. Maybe it's because I've got it the other way. Let's try it the other way around. See if it actually works in a different way. So like I said, I don't know how redstone actually works fully. I can make basic doors and that, but that's probably about it. So let's just try it this way, see if it works. Maybe just the way I'm doing it. Right. Just nick that one for now. See how this works. So it's probably just the way I'm doing it. That's probably the reason why. So you've got to take that into account when you're sending redstone signal up. And also how many blocks. So let me just have a check. Sorry about all this. I'm just trying to figure out this best I can. So say that's the top of our tower up there. I just want to be able to get up there anyway. Like so. And we have our... we want to knock some of these out as well. So, like that. Like that. So, let's say we have our little... where is it? Our daylight sensor up here. So it's there. And it's on and it's supplying power. So, we have power coming down. I'm trying to think, will this work? If I actually get rid of this one, put that there, and then this here, will it actually work? Oh, no, don't want to do that. Boom. Oh, does it actually invert it? No, it turns that one off, but then this one stays off anyway, and then this one's on. I'll have to come back to that. I'll be back in a second when I figure this out. Got this, well, it's not my idea. I cheated and went onto YouTube. See if I can actually figure it out, because like I said, I'm no good with the way signals work. But well, this is the design I've seen, and it's very compact, and let me actually put it into a tower. Now, the way it works is, and in the video as well, as explained, probably put it in the description below just so I can say where I got it from, even though the person who actually did the video doesn't even know if he were the first person or what. Anyway, so what it does is this here provides power, you know, obviously a daylight sensor. It runs along the top of this redstone torch. Now, because this has power on top, it'll turn this torch off, and then we go down. This redstone here is off. Which means this torch can actually power on because there's no power on this block here to turn that torch off. So that goes on, and then we go down again, and it just repeats its way all the way down. So you got that on, that torch is off, and then that's off, and then that torch is on, and then that's off, or that's on, so that torch is off, and then it doesn't send out a signal. But if we actually reversed it slightly, we come up here and just disconnect the redstone here, it'll do the complete opposite. So now it's the opposite, and you'll come down, and you'll have power here. Now, determining on which direction you want the power to actually come from determines which way you have the torches facing. You know, so you've got to really determine when you set this up at the top which way is best. Now, you've got to actually determine how many blocks up you want to go as well to actually get this to work, which is going to be a bit of an interesting one anyway. So I'm not going to build a big tower. It's just going to be like a little, I don't know if it's going to be stone or wood yet, I ain't really decided, but it's going to be a little tower. I think 3 by 3 probably might be big enough, I'm hoping so anyway. And then we'll go there and I can have a ladder on one of the sides or something like that to be able to go up to the top, and it gives a nice little view, so you get a view of the nice area, apart from with the tree in the way there. You know, you can see the jungle and the plains and the tiger over there, but it'll let me actually be able to hide this daylight sensor out of the way, and then it can send power down, go down, go under here, and come out here, and then act on all these lights, so then it's automatically on and off, and I get rid of some of these torches, because you don't need them in the day, and on the night these will actually provide enough light for some of these torches to get away, so I think that would be kind of neat, little redstone trick there. So, like I said, I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry for all these breaks, but I prefer to do all the boring stuff off camera just for the fact of it's boring. So I'll be back in a few minutes when I've got rid of this and I've built my tower. Oh, there you have it. That is, it's more or less all done. And this is, well, so you can see the lights are off at the moment because it's getting to daytime. And so I've got this nice little tower. So I'm just going to go up here and show you. Now, the cool thing about the daylight sensor is it doesn't actually require direct sunlight. If it's just got sunlight hitting it from anywhere, so any open gaps or through anything, you'll actually still register it as being daytime. So it's not like most blocks where you need actually sunlight above it, which can usually affect it, which is kind of neat. So we've got this nice little tower. I've put torches here, I've put some kind of, I'm not sure what you call them, chronicles or something you might call them. I can't think of the exact name, but you've got some of the crenellations, that's what it is. Just hanging out from the side and then got some underneath, just to add it a bit more depth, you could say, to it. And so it's not a perfectly straight tower. Now, I've also left this open just to show you, so instead of going for the basic straight up, left, right, I've gone basically in a spiral. So if we can actually just run around this way and have a look, it goes in a spiral all the way around, so it goes, signal goes out that direction, and it comes round, comes up this way, and it keeps spiraling all the way up to the top, and up to this block here. So I do need to fill that in, so that's something I can do. So there's nothing in the way, so we can just do that, cover that up. You won't be able to tell there's redstone signal up there. All hidden and away. Now I may actually knock some holes in here and put some like bars, iron bars or something, but for now I'm not going to. And I may put another light up here, but we've got a few going at the moment, and I can get rid of some of these torches now, which is kind of neat. I can get rid of you, because we don't need you anymore. You know, we can get rid of this one down here, and this one here as well, because it should be well enough lit around the area. I'm going to leave those torches on there though. I did actually have to nick an iron block because I did run out of iron. I kind of guess I didn't really. I've already got that one. I guess I didn't really pay too much attention on it. So we've got them. So that should be alright, that. So these will now turn on and off automatically. I don't have to touch them. There's no switch or lever to actually activate them. They'll do it all on their own, which I think is kind of nice and a neat feature there. Adds a bit of automation to the vanilla, especially without mods, which sometimes can get a bit tedious. I've got to just fill this last bit in. I'm just starting to make my way, do a little way up to the you know, to the tower here, so we've got a nice little walkway, but I just need some more, is it actually here? Let's have a look. And we're cooking up some more stone to actually do this. I've got some, it's kind of neat. Crafting table. Oh, no, do you want to do that? There we go. So we've got 36, that should be more than enough just to finish this off. I'll do this bit on camera, just so you can see it. There's that. And there's... actually no, maybe just have to change that slight bit. There we go. So we've got this nice little system. I've just got to put some logs down underneath. Just around the sides. Like so. Just to add that finishing touch to it. Again, around this side as well. But I can do that off camera, it's not too much of a big deal now to do. But we can just do that, so you know. Probably do it under there as well, so you can see. Yeah, so that has been automatic lights, you could say, for vanilla Minecraft. I think it's been a nice introduction to redstone. Probably missed a few bits of explaining, but that's just me. Like I said, never been good at it. Gonna have this little block here. The thing is, you can't really put a block there because it actually cuts off the redstone signal. So I'm probably gonna have to find something to actually. Oh, no, you want to do that? Put in there. Now half blocks, I believe, do work though. So if I do that, and then where's that? It should still work, which is kind of neat. Otherwise, you know, the cool thing is, I'd know if it wasn't working, it cut the light off, because then this would actually turn on. So the rest of this, got this here. Now, again, we've got this little problem here. Now, I can actually do this though. And just add this round the. Should have been able to. Damn it. Now we'll do that. And that's okay. So that's where the power's coming from anyway. But yeah, so there's automatic lights. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know I've had fun trying to explain stuff as much as I can. Yeah. So until next time, guys. You know, please rate, subscribe, and comment. You know, they're always much appreciated. As I say, every episode and every video I do, they are really appreciated. I do love the feedback. Even if it's criticism, you know, I really still prefer it. Just so you can improve. You can't improve without actually someone making a comment. And then, you know, it's not going to really help me move on and move up there and you know, just do well in the future if I don't have any feedback. So it's really nice anyway. But until then, guys, I will catch you all later. So bye.